Today, we're going to be rating producer memes based on how true they are. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have all the tiers here. True, kinda true, depends, mostly false, and false. And I'd like to think that I can rate these all somewhat accurately, but that's gonna be up to you guys. Moving into the first meme, time to get a manager. With the FL Studio stock drums in the background. I'm assuming it's this person's first beat. So is that the right time to start looking for a manager? Absolutely not. So that makes this meme completely and utterly false. In my opinion, I don't think that you need to start looking for a manager until you have motion of some sort, like cash flow from your business, or you're getting placements consistently. Then that'd be the right time to look for a manager to handle the business side of things and also create opportunities for you in the music. Something about this guy's pissing me off. Something about his damn thumbs and face, too jolly. Okay, next meme. I make music, I'm rich, no way you have a girlfriend. Absolutely true. I'm rich, I have a girlfriend, there's no way you make music. Absolutely true. I make music, I have a girlfriend, no way you're rich. Absolutely true. Or in my case, I make music, all my ex-girlfriends hate me, and I'm in debt. Living the life. We'll put this in kind of true because I think there are some outliers out there. My brain, as soon as I open FL Studio after spending all day constructing the most breathtaking song ideas in my head. Absolutely blank. What I do is, like, whenever I'm out and about, I'm not at my DAW, and I have an idea in my head that I really like, I like to record it on my phone through, like, the voice memos or something. So I'll record the audio, and then once I'm back in my DAW, I'll listen back to it, and I don't, like, even though I'm listening to the idea, I can't remember what idea I had. Like, it just sounds like me singing a stupid ass top line. It's always when you're not cooking up, you feel like you have the best musical ideas in your head. 100% true. FL Studio, I auto-saved your project. Me. Where? FL Studio. I remember dealing with this all the time. Now I know where all my backups are saved, but I think if you're a beginner for like that first year, you'll be trying to find your backups folder and you don't know where it is. So you just have to create a new project from scratch. This guy gets it right here. Well, I feel like this depends. If you're a year past producing, then you probably know where your backups folder is. Me and my dream remixing my alarm that's been going off for the last 45 minutes. I can't relate to this, it's never happened to me, but I have heard of some producers that like hear music in their dreams, like they'll hear like melodies and stuff and then they'll use that in their own songs. I don't know if any of that has ever happened to you guys. I guess that would mean that depends, but that's never happened to me before. The only thing that I get from listening to that alarm specifically is PTSD. POV, when someone asks me what I do as a producer, and it looks like we have Rick Rubin here, and Cooper started following you. Thank you, Cooper.
Do you play instruments?
Barely.
Do you know how to work a soundboard?
No. I have no technical ability, and I know nothing about music.
So what are you being paid for?
The confidence that I have in my taste and my ability to express what I feel.
He pretty much just summed up 99% of producers that exist. And that's kind of the great thing about making music nowadays, is that you don't need to know any real music theory, or you don't need to know how to play instruments to create. You can literally just experiment and click in notes and delete notes until you have something that you like, which is an art. And it's been really beneficial for creatives to actually express their ideas. But Rick Rubin absolutely nailed that. 100% true from the GOAT himself. And speaking of being able to create off of the ideas that you have and what you feel, that leads me into the sponsor of this video, A Studio. So I personally love using vocals in my beats and my samples, but as you might know, it can be really difficult finding the right vocals that really match with the idea that you have for your music. And that's where A Studio comes in. A Studio generates AI vocals through MIDI and lyrics, which is different than just a regular AI voice changer. So to show you how this works, I'm working on this melody. and I want to add a vocal to this, and I have a specific idea that I've been humming in my head, and I really don't want to spend 30 minutes scrolling through a bunch of vocal samples trying to find one that matches, so I just added this top line of how I'd want the vocal to sound. And now what I'm going to do is go here, export the MIDI that I want for the vocal. We'll go into A-Studio, and then we can drag and drop that MIDI into A-Studio, apply the same tempo and signature from our project in FL Studio, and then we'll just drag and drop from any one of the several voices here and check out what this does. It turns any MIDI into vocals just like that. And what I really love about this is the fine tuning to be able to get the vocals to exactly how you want. You can mess around with each of these individual notes here, and you could even just draw in the MIDI if you don't want to export the MIDI from your DAW. There's a bunch of different parameters over here that you can mess with, including vibrato, any pitch changes, and then down here you can also automate any of these parameters here. So now I'm just going to spend some time going through this and fine tuning it to exactly how I want. And now check out what we got. I'm loving that so far. So now I'll just come up here and export it, and then we'll just drag that into FL Studio. Now we have our very own vocals that we created in just a few minutes. And this sounds almost exactly like the idea I had in my head for this. So if you're interested in using A-Studio into your workflow, I'll put a download link in the description so that you guys can go check it out. Okay, moving back into the memes. Me opens up one synth, my laptop, jet turbine engine. I used to deal with this all the time when I first started making beats on my $200 laptop. In case most of you don't know, I had a $200 laptop. I pretty much did everything with for the first like 3 years of producing. I got my first placements on that laptop with Troy Ave and Prince Dre. I got like 20,000 subscribers through that laptop. I did all my editing on there.
A little bit about myself. My real name is
But holy shit, everything was so slow and it was so loud. The power, I turned it on and it just started blasting noise. But I feel once you upgrade to something somewhat better of a PC or a laptop, you don't really deal with that anymore. So that definitely depends. Next up, we have wow, very good looking guest appearance here. POV, you paid a producer for a guaranteed placement and it's been 1 year.
How long is this going to take?
God, I'm so hilarious. Wow. And just so you guys know, I've never paid any producer for a guaranteed placement. I have paid producers for collabs, I will admit. I feel like as producers in 2025, it's all kind of common knowledge now that paying any producer for something guaranteed is probably just a scam. Like even getting into just paying producers for collabs now is really going downhill because a lot of producers are getting exposed for like just not doing the collab and just taking the money and not responding. That happens pretty often. So I'll put this in the kinda true. Next up, we have every producer's dream.
Hey, do you make beats?
Yeah, why?
Yeah. I make beats.
Can you take me to your place and show me some?
Sure.
Has that sentence ever been said by a female ever in the existence of ever?
So the 808 usually sits at 60 hertz, which is called the low end of it.
Look how engaged she is. She's so interested in this topic of the low end of the 808s. Now, is this every producer's dream? Kinda true. POV, the church has producer tags.
La musica de Jesus Christ. Churchaholics mixtapes. We make it look holy. Moses music. Metro Boomin wants some more Jesus. We the blessed music. Yo, Lazarus, you want to come out here? Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from
You know what that reminds me? That reminds me of those what are those like millennial churches that have they have like their own concerts and everything. I don't know any churches that have whole beats going on with them with the producer tags and everything. Probably false. If there is a church like that, holy shit, sign me up. Oh well, I'll be there every Sunday. There are 3 types of producers when it comes to naming projects. Yes. When the beat has too many producers.
Yeah, okay, this beat's lit, let's go. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, Oh shit, I thought that was the drop. Okay, we got it, okay. We gonna pick it back up. Okay, we got like 3 producers in this, let's go. We got London on the track. Yo, I got the woman want some more, nigga. Okay, that's like 4 producers. 5 producers? Bro, what how many producers is it? Bro, there's like a million producers on this beat. We're not even supposed to rap.
This is like the shit with producers using loops and there's like 10 producers on one loop. It just makes it unusable. However, I don't think I've ever heard any song with more than 3 producer tags on it. I think that as producers, we're kind of good with making sure that we're not spamming tags unless we're, you know, putting it on BeatStars and putting it on YouTube and stuff. Then we are going to be spamming our tag, of course. But I'll put that in the mostly false section. Next. I don't know what this is. That is Lucent in 10 years, living the dream. Bing bong. Is this overkill? Holy shit. What are those? Are those hi-hats? Oh, hold up. Bro, super trap producers are insane. But honestly, I feel like if it fits in there, then it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It's probably not overkill. Well, it depends. You really can't overdo reverb. If there's one thing that I've learned over 5 years of producing, it's that you can't overdo reverb. Absolutely false. Fuck, that just ruined my day, man. God. Ignorant people that think that that's a joke. Rate my setup.
What the dog doing?
Ignore my cat. Okay. I feel like as producers, we pride ourselves in our setup and we usually keep everything pretty clean. I mean, this is where our work happens. This is where our music happens. That's kind of where our pride and our ego lies. But I feel like if you're broke or you're just starting out and you have the oh my God, the fucking wires. If you have the wires like this and shit all over, then your setup's probably gonna look like that for a little bit, but I feel like that's mostly false. How'd you know I use Ableton Pro? Wait. No hate to my Ableton users, but that's 100% true. Next meme. How I feel when I add reverb to a sound and adjust the wet knob by 0.2%.
Almost anyway, and I hit some paint. If it got chased, and I mix it up, I get lemonade. Bitch on 10 letters, ain't gon' renegade.
Shout out to In The Mix, man, the GOAT. This guy's helped me so much with sound design and making beats. He's helped me since the start of my career up until now. Shout out to him. But yeah, I think one of the best feelings as a producer is like in a VST, just fucking around with a knob. Like you don't even know what the knob is doing, but you're just messing around with it, and then you end up creating something cool just out of just dumb luck. That's one of the best feelings ever. 100% true. Has producer Pierre Bourne lost his mind? This is how it sounds the next morning when you think you cooked some heat last night. Pierre Bourne has not lost his mind, but you know who has? Lil Baby has... Lil Baby has lost it. I honestly, in fact, for this, I literally remade half of the beat here. Pierre Bourne has not lost his mind. Another one of these. FL Studio when I'm halfway through making the most incredible, life-changing beat of my entire life, and then I open up another VST. I changed my autosave to every 5 minutes just because I was going through this so much. I think the default is on like 15 minutes, but a lot can happen in 15 minutes, but in 5 minutes, you know, you'll probably have, if in 15 minutes, a lot can change, but in 5 minutes, I think you have enough time to kind of recover if FL Studio crashes, which happens way too often. I think it might also just be from all the hundreds of non-cracked VSTs that I have, probably. That's 100% true, though. When you get angry with your boyfriend who is a producer. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is fucked up. Is that what girls do? I can't speak to that, so depends. Okay, last meme here. It's been about 20 minutes and this all I got. When you first get on whatever DAW that you're using, you can't even attempt to make a beat. You're just trying to navigate what everything is. I remember I spent like 2 hours probably just going through sounds like the FL Studio stock drums and just downloading drum kits off of Reddit and just going through the Spins 808, the Zay 808, listening to all the clap sounds and recognizing them from songs. Hospital heart monitor type beat. But anyways, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribed, liked, maybe dropped a comment. Once again, you can go check out Ace Studio in the description below, and you can also tap in with me on Instagram at ProdLucent. But that's gonna wrap it up for me. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.